Now, here's Chris.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Chris Moyles Show here on wonderful Radio X, your fun time, ha-ha music station. We're live on Global Player, so good morning if you're watching live. It's really simple to do. You just open up Global Player, scroll up a little bit, and there we are live.
Bob's your uncle.
Fanny's your aunt. And if you're watching on catch-up, you lazy get. But thank you very much for making the effort. It's going down very well with a handful of people around the world.
Many people. Many handfuls.
Now, it's easy. Open up the Global Player app, and there it is. And if you don't have Global Player, then you should do, because I've been banging on about it for ages, and I'm never wrong.
Chris wins.
When I say Chris wins, when I say it's great, I mean it's great. You know, I went to bed early last night. I don't know what's gone on in the world. I don't know what's happening in the news. But when I say something, you can take my word for it. Like Donald Trump.
That's it.
When he puts his name to something, you know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great. And it's going to work.
Yeah. I'll usually listen to the news at 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I shall tune in.
A little update for you on that one.
Oh, good. Okay, brilliant. So, yes, it's great. Global Player, open it up, watch us live. Now, I'm not here next week.
No.
It will be Toby Tarrant sat here. Mm-hmm. What happens to the first 25? Does that become the first 25 seconds? Because Toby is instructed, I believe, to play songs during the first half hour of the show.
3 or 4.
He is, yes. It is usually 4, actually, in that first half hour with Tobes.
I don't think we'll be doing the first 25.
I would like to see it.
That's a you thing.
You should be
I would
asleep.
like Toby to talk from 6:30 to 6:56.
Right, okay. Yeah, for your amusement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd be very good at it.
He would be, of course he would.
He could absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Oh, he finds it hard, though. He's had a newfound respect for you. Because he said you run... Because Toby thinks he can talk, obviously, but... Like, he goes, you run out of things. You realise it's only been 9 minutes, and you're like, oh, I've run out.
Well, there's more content in the first 25 minutes of our show than there are in most breakfast shows on the radio in Britain. And I'm not even joking, but I say that. Because I've listened around.
It's true.
I mean, you know my impression of his dad.
Yeah.
His dad would famously... A massive show. Chris Tarrant's breakfast show in London. For those of you outside of London, huge.
Saw him yesterday for beers.
You saw him?
Yeah.
For beers?
A few beers.
Oh, lovely.
We never get to have beers with him. He doesn't want to go out with us, does he?
He'd love to have beers with you.
He says that all the time, and it's never happens. How many years has that been now?
Fishing and beers, I think it was, wasn't it? We suggested.
One more Guinness.
What were you at last night with him?
We met him for a few drinks, and then him and Toby went off to the Oval to watch the cricket.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, would you like some peanuts?
What is his drink?
Red wine.
Is it?
Yeah.
A Malbec.
With a Campari on the side. On the side.
That sounds good.
Yeah, he, when he used to do the breakfast show at Capital Radio in London, it's huge, biggest show, huge, massive. And he might say, for example, coming up this morning, I always do the same line. A man in Mexico robbed a bank with a banana. I'll tell you that story later. And also got your Chavagan shovel in your weather, blah, 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 is the Eagles. And then he'd play the Eagles, and then he'd go, still to come this morning, a man robbed a bank in Mexico with a banana. I'll tell you that story later. And also, so, after this. And then maybe 45 minutes later, maybe an hour and a half, he'd go, so a man in Mexico robbed a bank with a banana. Juan Melendez walked into the Mexican bank with a banana and said, give me all your money. That's a great story. 9:15 is the time. That'd be it?
Yeah.
He'd tease you with the story, and then when he gave you the story, it was what he'd already said.
All about shared drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
tease it.
Mind you, the irony is that I've told that story many times because I love it so.
Yeah. Exactly. So it worked, didn't it?
So, yeah, so maybe no the first 25 next week. I think they should still do it.
Right.
Switch it up. How long does he talk for at the beginning of the show?
Depends, but usually 10 minutes or so at the top.
Right, there you go.
It's about 6:40-ish.
The first 10.
Yeah.
9.
I was going to say 9's funnier than 10, isn't it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
And if he's been out playing golf and had a few drinks the night before, you can get lost in those slightly red, misty eyes.
Exactly. We should do
Has
that.
he sorted out your golf day next week?
No, not yet, but we are going to play.
You always play golf together, don't
We
you?
do, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's not for you, is it? I've tried.
No.
I've tried to convince you.
You should give it a go,
I'd
just
love-
because.
No,
I'd
thank
love
you.
to give it a go.
Do you like pitch and putt?
I used to when I was like, 9.
Yeah. I like that one.
Crazy golf.
No, not
No,
crazy
pitch.
golf. Don't like crazy golf.
What's
Sure.
pitch and putt?
Pitch
Sure.
and putt is like
Very short.
straight to the green.
Yeah, pretty much. It's very, very short holes as opposed to very long holes, which we play long holes.
Is it still 18? No.
The one I played was 9.
Yeah, usually 9. Yeah.
Kind of.
Listen, the only golf that is fun is crazy golf.
No.
Right. With windmills and that kind of stuff.
bridges.
Yeah.
That's crazy golf's great.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I can't remember last time I played crazy golf.
But however, you can only play it on cold seafronts
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Yarmouth usually.
throughout the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Crazy golf. Whoa, it's bonkers.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
Very crazy
We've
on a
got
scale of 1 to 10.
Crazy golf on the Meta Quest VR now, so we can play it in our lounge.
That's all. So
Have you got a VR headset?
Yeah.
And do you use
Toby
it?
loves it. Toby uses it for golf,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
cricket,
That's right.
crazy
That's
golf.
right. Yeah, that's what he's telling you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then-
You don't see what he's seeing, though, do you?
What's having you back
what
tonight?
else?
Does he get excited
got
by
one?
the golf?
Well, he stands up and swings a lot in the
I
front
bet
room.
he does.
Absolutely.
So is that what you'd use it for?
What, golf?
Rude stuff?
Rude stuff?
I don't think you can
Is
get
that
what do you
rude
mean?
stuff on it, can
well,
you?
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
No,
rude
what do you mean? Is that what he's telling me, playing golf? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
It could
I
be a-
don't know.
Oh, okay.
It could be a ruse. Finn's home at the moment, and we've also got a VR headset, and we've also got that golf game. And I think I've spoken to Finn like 4 or 5 sentences this week. He's just wearing it constantly.
Really?
Yeah, it's very good.
It makes you dizzy, though.
It does.
I feel sick wearing it.
Yeah.
When I got my headset, we got one sent in, and the thing I got obsessed with was putting it on people's heads, putting them in a chair, and then watching them on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And then to watching them with the headset on, and they just sway from side to side like
Yeah.
that. And they go, oh!
You can also cast it on your phone, so you can see what they're seeing.
Oh, really?
Which is good, yeah.
Oh, they should definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you a little picture of Toby after wearing the MetaQuest headset for a little bit too long.
Looks like it's been out in the sun for about 4 hours.
It's got like a perfect.
He's got the
ring around
mark.
his-
Yeah.
How long's he wearing it for?
I think maybe it was just a bit too tight.
Looks like he's rested a pan on his face.
Yeah.
It's like David Guetta's burnt his forehead.
Home Alone. Iron.
What else is going? Oh, now, yesterday, I was telling the story, if you were watching or listening yesterday, that every Christmas we get advent calendars sent in from different companies, and then we assign an advent calendar to one of us. Dom normally gets a mucky one. James normally gets whiskey.
Oh, rum.
Or wum,
Yeah, all
as
right.
he just said, or wum.
Rum.
And we always get an advent calendar from Molton Brown. I love a bit of Molton Brown.
Molton Brown.
Texture like sun.
And I have it for you here in the studio.
Oh, good.
Yes.
We've not seen this since December.
Now,
Does it go off?
well, I guess
That's a
maybe
good point.
eventually it might, but it's a big beast of a thing.
It's a hefty fella.
And normally what happens is we love the Molton Brown advent calendar. It's lovely, especially if you like Molton Brown. But let me just hold it up. This is how big it is. Right, so there you go. You can see that next to my head. That's how big it is.
That's how big
it's
it is.
bigger than Chris Moyles' head.
Whoa.
And then you put it down on the desk like that.
Yeah.
Now, we got this sent, obviously, about November time last year.
Yes.
There is dust on the top of it because we never opened it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But normally what we do is we divvy it up between us.
Yeah, it's a little Christmas tradition, isn't it? On the last
Yeah.
day before we break up.
So we write 1 to 24 on a piece of paper. We tear up the numbers. We put them in a bowl or whatever, and we all take a couple of numbers each. And then whatever's behind that door, that's what you take.
yeah.
Now, it's Friday, May 31st today. So I think we should open up the advent calendar today and divvy it up.
It's only right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only right.
It's a lovely thing.
Is Christmas Day a big one? Do you get like?
I don't know if there is a Christmas day. There's not often a Christmas day.
No, just the Christmas Eve is quite a big one in that
Because
one.
then it's Christmas.
Yeah.
But James brought this down today because we mentioned it yesterday. So James, with his producer head, was thinking, we could do that in the first 25 minutes of the show.
Okay, great.
Have you also written 1 to 24 and torn them up on pieces of paper and then put them into a bowl?
Oh, no.
Right,
No.
okay. So how do we divvy it up then?
Should we just pick?
Yeah, we just open the doors one by one. You get the free pick.
But we'll do it quickly.
Well, who goes first?
You go first.
I'm amazed.
Me?
I'm amazed. nothing's open.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems
Yeah.
fair. And that's a little insight into Chelsea's life. Who gets to go first? Me?
Yeah. Always me.
Move over. No.
James first, as they say.
Oh, my goodness. I don't even know how the hell you're meant to take it
Do you
out.
want to tip it out?
It's got no handle.
Aren't you amazed that hasn't been opened yet by somebody else?
Well, is it empty?
Well, exactly. There's just a load of bricks in it.
Morning, Dan O'Connell.
James.
Steely Dan. Morning, Dan.
Won't like
I
that.
might have opened it upside down. It's all right. I'll do it on my own. You guys don't worry.
That's it. Oh, it's like Christmas Day.
Pop that there.
All right. Oh, there's a letter. Dear Dominic, please can you say hello to my son Charlie and wish him happy birthday the 1st of December?
Yes, absolutely. No problem at all.
All right, so
Part of the course, isn't it?
this is it here.
Oh, it's posher than usual.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Hey, it's always lovely. There it is.
Particularly lovely.
And then you open up the doors, and then it's got all the different numbers. Look at that. It's a piece of work, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Beautiful.
All right, so I'm going to put it over here,
That's lovely.
and then you can choose some numbers. There you are.
Go on, James.
No,
No,
he doesn't
Chris can go first.
You go first.
Go on, Pip.
Okay. Okay, I'll go first.
Where's the best place to put that? There, Phoenix. Is that all right?
That looks good.
I want to make sure Phoenix. Pick a number, yeah,
I'm going to go for number 8.
and then take and then leave it out there. Number 8. There you go.
Close the camera.
All right, let's have a look and see what Pippa's got. And we're going to do this all the way through
All the way
to
through,
7
yeah.
o'clock.
What'd
by
you
the
get,
way.
Pip?
I've got Heavenly Ginger Lily.
Oh, that's
caressing
lovely.
bathing oil.
Oh, yes.
Bit of
lovely.
oil.
Thank you.
Love it.
A little bit of oil.
Well,
Perfect
Just say
for you.
lube, it's not lube. It's
No, it's not
oil.
lube.
It's not. No.
Come on now.
You don't know.
Well, it's oil, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's caressing oil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It will caress you.
it's lady oil.
Thank you.
I think that sounds worse.
It does sound worse. I wish I hadn't said it.
Who's next?
You. All oil is.
I'll go next
Yeah,
if
go on.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All oil is a lubricant.
It is.
I
It
will
is.
pick number 10. And number 10 is here.
Good choice.
Oh, please be a good one. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah,
by the
Merry
way.
Christmas. Very
We
belated.
should be playing Slade or something, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, look what I got.
Oh, you got some
Oh, you can eat that.
Some straw.
It's hair.
Have we still got sleigh bells in the studio?
I have got, marvellous Mandarin and Spice fine liquid hand wash.
Oh, good.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Very nice.
Merry Christmas to me.
your hands will smell terrific.
There you are.
Oh,
right, and then we'll just divvy the rest up between you and me, Pip.
Yeah, yeah, great.
right, I'll have a go.
lovely.
Well, you want to go? Okay, fair enough. All
can
right,
have
you've
one.
got 30 seconds before
I'm
the
going to go number 1.
number 1. Oh, now of course this could be a cracker. Number 1. Reframe that there, Phoenix. Wait. There you go.
Hello.
Thanks.
Hello, Phoenix.
Keep going.
It's a
little bit
Molton
more.
Brown
Put me in the middle.
bauble.
Oh,
It's just a bauble.
Lovely.
it's a Molton
Nice.
Brown bauble, but it does have stuff in it.
It does, and it probably smells incredible.
Well, let's hope it still does.
It smells
Okay.
incredible. A bit of ginger in there, I think.
Oh, there you are.
It does feel quite Christmassy, doesn't it?
James is already in.
I'll have number 2.
Oh, we've run out of time, unfortunately, because sorry about that, James.
Quick number 2.
Got to do well. We haven't got time for that. 6:45. You're listening to Radio X. That's Radio X with a time at 6:45. Write it down on a piece of paper to make sure you know what radio station you're listening to. We are Radio X. Friday, May 31st, of course, is the last day of May. Heading into June tomorrow for the weekend. Hopefully that weather outside is going to get a little bit better. A bit blustery last night, wasn't it? Scattered showers across the UK. But hopefully the music will brighten up your morning. And we're starting out today with Mr. Howard Jones. Oh, Shabba. We can be one together. Like to get to know you well. Like to get to know you well. Like to get to know you well. We can be one together. Do you know what I love?
Oh,
I still love the fact that none of you have got this yet. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a dark humour.
Right.
I'll give you that.
Go on.
So when James and Pippa whisper to each other away from the mics and they go like this,
Yeah.
you're on camera and everyone can see it.
Oh, yes, true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, including lip readers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, lip readers have a field day.
So when James just goes to Pippa away from the mic, I don't know why I've got this. I don't wash. My hygiene is terrible. And Pippa goes, oh, trust me, I sit next to you. I know. The lip readers can see what you're saying.
That's not what we were saying.
That's what you were saying.
Be a bit more like me, a bit more professional in front of the cameras, James.
Yeah, okay, so I'll take
Thank
the
you.
lead.
Thank you.
Pippa flicked the V's at the cameras.
She did.
No, the threes. Very different.
It was the V's first, wasn't it? And then you made it the threes.
No, it's always been the threes. If you had an extra finger, it's very different.
That's what I've heard.
6:46.
What's
True, though.
It is. Dominic,
It is.
I'll vouch for Pippa. If you add an extra finger,
It's very different.
very different.
Very different outcomes.
New meaning.
It really does.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Less offensive.
And if you're watching that, if you watch the two fingers, that's something. But if you watch the three,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that the recipient of the three fingers, they have a very different experience as well.
Absolutely right. We've always said that, haven't we?
Great.
Now, I'm going to change tact now, Dom.
Okay.
And give away some money. Right, so it's my last Friday's show. I won't be here next Friday, but I'll be here the Friday after, unless you know something I don't know. Oh. So I am off next week. So as a parting gift, even though I'm actually back on tomorrow morning at 8, and we've got a podcast coming out later today, I would like to leave you with some money. Now, you can do what you want with this money, but the idea behind it is, because I'm leaving you with Toby Tarrant, the least I can do is give you some money to try and brighten up those dark mornings
Bit of compo.
that lay ahead.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give you £1,000.
£1,000?
All right, fine. £2,000.
£2,000, nice amount of money.
Lovely.
Doesn't feel quite
Okay, £3,000.
a lot of money. Still covered.
£4,000.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
Could you go
£5,000. I need to do my X Factor voice. You could win. No, that's my heart voice.
Yeah, you need
That's
to
the weird heart inflection.
cheaper dick.
You could win £5,000. The guy who does the voiceovers for heart, he records on a roller coaster. Right, you want to win £5,000? Somebody's got to win it today. And all you've got to do is text the word win and send it to 83936. And that's it. Now, if this is the first time you're listening to the show or you've been watching it, you'd think that would be relatively easy and we will be inundated with texts that say the word win. Because I just said, if you'd like to win £5,000, text the word win to 83936. We'll now get an array of words that look like the word win but aren't. Maybe the word cash, maybe their name,
Yep.
maybe the answer to a question that I've not just asked. It's a myriad of responses.
Oh, we got all sorts, don't we?
So if you understand what I just said when I say text the word win to 83936, you've already got a better chance than some of our listeners. Those knuckle-dragging Neanderthals.
Yeah, that's
But we love them all
All of them.
equally. So text the word win and send it to 83936. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate. We'll close the lines at 8 o'clock this morning. If you text after that, you won't be entered, but you may still be charged. You do need to be 18 or over to play. And all of the rules, including online and free entry, are at radiox.co.uk. So, £5,000. Oh, and by the way, that goes in your bank today.
Okay.
Goes into your bank this afternoon. So you could buy your Molton Brown advent calendar. You could
Yeah.
pre-order it and still have some money left over, unless they've massively hiked the price of it.
How much is it?
I don't know, but you could definitely get one with £5,000.
Oh, yeah.
£5,000. Someone's got to win. Why not you? Text the word win and send it to 83936. Just the word win. That's all you've got to do. Win to 83936. Do I need to read the terms again? I've read it. Do I? I put it all together. Text costs £2 plus your standard network rate. We'll close the lines at 8 o'clock this morning. If you text after that, you won't be entered, but you may still be charged. You need to be 18 or over to play. All the rules, including online and free entry, are at radiox.co.uk. There you go.
Wonderful.
Win 83936. You could be winning £5,000. So text now and good luck. We should go back into Howard Jones now.
Oh, I love that. The 12-inch of that. The international remix is something
So does he,
beautiful.
on that song from the 80s, Like to Get to Know You Well, I had it on 7-inch, you had it on 12-inch.
I did, yeah.
And it's the international version. Does he sing Like to Get to Know You Well in different languages?
Yes, in German.
So can you give us what is Like to Get to Know You Well in all the other languages?
No.
Right.
Ich möchte something is the
Right.
German for it. And he does French. I think he does Italian. It's brilliant. It's a very out there idea. Not many people were doing 4 or 5 different
We'd
languages.
like to get to know you well. Like to get to know.
Like to get to know.
I loved Howard Jones.
Me too.
It was Nick Kershaw.
Yeah.
He was the one for me. He was the first gig I ever went to.
Yeah.
Went to see the Riddle tour at the Queen's Hall in Leeds. It's gone now. It used to be a car park, and now I think it might be apartments and a Sainsbury's or something.
Is that the gig you went to with your... No, it's not. With your teachers from school. That's
No.
not that gig.
No, the first gig was Nick Kershaw in Leeds.
Yeah.
I went with my dad.
With your dad.
With your dad.
And then I went to see Genesis at Roundy Park.
That's it. With 2 teachers.
That were married to other people. They brought their other halves. It was 2 teachers that the rumour was they were having it off with each other.
Right.
But they weren't. They were just friends.
Right.
So you had Mrs. somebody and Mr. somebody.
That's it, no.
But Mr. somebody brought his missus and Mrs. somebody brought a fella, and they also had a couple of other friends.
Oh,
And I went, a great time.
How did it come about that you went? Did you ask to go with them, or did they ask if you'd like to come along
I
with them?
think I found out that they were going, and I wanted to go, and no one would go with me, or no one could go with me. I got 1 ticket or something, and then I'm not sure my mum and dad would have asked them, and they went,
Yeah.
tell him to come with us.
Yeah.
Which you look back now and go, what was wrong with these people?
Yeah.
What was wrong? They wanted to go to a gig, right, and bring one of the pupils. What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
I would find that an annoyance.
They've got to look after you now, haven't they?
For example, you're going to Glastonbury this year, Pippa.
Yeah.
You're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favour? Would you just bring James with you and look after him
No.
for the weekend? Exactly.
No. Yeah.
It ruins your fun.
Have to mind him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're a minder, aren't you?
Check it.
Anyway, I had a lovely time. They ploughed me full of booze, smoked cigars, everything. It was brilliant.
No, they didn't. It's worth doing it.
No, they did.
Oh, they did, did
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they did.
Great.
Yeah. That's how I got into Cuban cigars. No, they didn't, for legal reasons.
That's it.
But yeah, so I liked Nick Kershaw. I had the albums
Yeah.
and a few 12-inch singles.
Don Quixote.
But I bought more 7-inch singles from Howard Jones.
Yeah.
So I bought Like to Get to Know You Well,
Yeah.
Pearl in the Shell, Look Mama.
Look, Mama, I had that as well. It's a
Look, Mama,
black
I love
and
you.
gold cover with his
But
face
you've
on
got to let me live my life.
That's
which
it.
is ironically still out today in my life.
Yeah. That's a great song.
Do you want me to try and find Look Mama? It's very low down on Howard's greatest hits.
That reminds me of Acne. I had tremendous acne when that was released.
Tremendous.
Oh,
It's a positive spin.
Yeah. Look Mama. And also on 7-inch single, the fantastic Things Can Only Get Better.
Yeah.
Now,
Class.
shame Captain's not here, because you know I get obsessed with asking him as a younger person to me if a song sounds dated. I don't even need to ask him, because he's
Right.
not here today. But I know that this intro, which I love, might not sound as fresh and cool as it did
Okay.
in the 80s.
Phoenix is young. He can say.
Listen to that sound. Shh. We've not even kicked in yet. Bass guitar.
yeah. Guitar.
Are they real trumpets?
Oh, of course, yeah. Real trumpets on a keyboard. Yeah. I'd imagine.
When I start to lose it all, security dropped through the wall.
I don't know if there were words or he just made it.
He was quite hard to decipher, actually.
I love Howard Jones.
What was the song? We had a video with a bald man dressed up as a
Jed.
jumpsuit. Jed, that was it. That was a new song.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That was that was huge.
There you go. Now, if that hasn't enticed you to stay listening to the Chris Moyles show this morning, then there's something wrong with you. We've done 3 Molton Brown goodies for us, and I've played Howard Jones. It's going to be a great day.
Chris Moyles Radio.
Bye, everybody. Keep waving. Okay, that'll do.
The Chris Moyles Show.